So guys, in today's video we are going to be going over everything Lunar, what is going on with Lunar, technical analysis of the actual pump backups. Not going to go back to the original price that it used to be that quickly, but we could be seeing a trend reversal right now and a bottom with Lunar. We're going to be talking through everything to do with the burn-in process of UST. We're going to be going through all the tweets and all the fuss and stuff that's happened over the last like 3 to 4 days, and also how Binance has played a huge role to making this bottom and trend reversal. So we're going to start off with a little bit of technical analysis. Now, this is not financial advice, but from what I can see for the moment, it looks like it's stabilizing. And the reason it's stabilizing is because the owner of Binance went on a 2-hour phone call today with Lunar and basically said, book your ideas up. They said you need to start the burn-in process, which the CEO asked them a couple of days ago to start doing the Binance, like to do the burn-in process, and they didn't listen to Binance. So he's gone, it says here, was in a 2-hour phone call, and there is progress. Lunar blockchain has been resumed, but no more minting. And this is the key right now as to why the price is going back up. It's because they have halted minting of Lunar. If you look at the Lunar total supply at the moment, it is just in the trillions right now. So that is why basically the price has plummeted. It's because as it was coming down $10, $5, $1, 10p, 1p, like 1 cent, it's all because they were minting more and more Lunar to try and push up the UST price to get it back to a stablecoin value of $1. I think they're going to have to forget about UST right now and focus more on at least getting some people's money back through the Lunar project. So the only way they're going to be able to do that right now is by halting minting and then letting it sort of stabilize for a couple of days and working out a plan to burn excess Terra, because they're going to have to get rid of this excess Terra somehow. So looking at the TA, I've only done this on a 5-minute time frame because, like I said, they've only just opened it up literally like 2 hours ago. But since it's been resumed, since he come off that phone call with them, and they've relisted it on Binance again, it looks like we're actually getting a good pump here. I've drawn like a bit of like a triangle at the minute, and I've pretty much done it in a good place here where it seems like we're going to be getting another second bounce. So I'm going to be watching on this 5-minute counter to see if we are going to get a second bounce here and continue to keep going up. We have like got a bit of consolidation here, but this is good. This is good that we've bottomed out. We've had that big dip down. We've come back up a little bit, but we are creating now like higher highs. I know it's on such a small time frame. So this is something that I'm really got to keep like a close eye on, because literally we're talking, normally I'll be looking at 1 hour's, well, not even 1 hour candles, we'll be looking at 4-hour candles, but we don't have that right now. So we're literally having to look at like such a small time frame right now to do this on. So the 5-minute is sort of what I'm looking at for this TA. And hopefully we can continue in this like ascending sort of like wedge or triangle and see. Normally this is like sort of like a bear flag. But because we've just come out of this huge like bear market sort of thing, it has to sort of like keep going up. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye to see if we are going to keep going up here. If we can get back to 1 cent, which is quite a way up, things could start looking like really, really good for Lunar, but we're not going to see those high prices of like $1 for a long time. And that is just purely because there is so much Lunar around. Like, we don't need sellers anymore to buy from because there's just so much Lunar in the space right now. Trillions of it, just trillions of spare Lunar that don't even need to buy off like another seller. So there's lots of liquidity there to get from. So that's pretty cool. If you look at the price right now of Terra, like I said, we're getting close to getting back to like 1 cent. It looks like a few exchanges have been okay. So BitHump has actually resumed trading. It was frozen, so it looks like every single exchange has come back to trading. UST still looks like it's a little bit stale. It doesn't look like UST is going to bounce anytime soon, especially with the amount of Lunar that's now in. So that's not going to happen. But the owner here of Binance, CZ, has said you can't mint your way out of bankruptcy all the time. Pretty much saying you need to sort yourself out, stop the minting process. It's what's hurting it. And literally the devs have actually listened. Like, this is Terra. and they've listened. So that is good that they have listened. Now, going across to the burn. The proposed ban was put out 2 days ago, and we needed enough votes so that it would start the ban. We're still not at the votes yet. We're on 217 million votes. So we still haven't hit the threshold, which I think is like 300 million or 250 million. We still haven't reached that threshold yet to actually start the ban. I don't know why they're still waiting for it with like almost hitting 0. I don't know why they haven't initiated the ban. So, and it was a community vote as well. So that's crazy. Something else that he did right early on today before he wrote that. He wrote, reprioritize user protection. We made the decision to suspend Lunar and UST trading, which was a great choice to do by them. He says, we know that difficult opinions in the community. We felt suspending trading is the best way to protect our users at this time. We'll continue to monitor the situation closely 24/7. All actions would be announced on Binance. So I don't expect them to like be halting it anytime soon again. It's probably here like back to staying now, and I don't expect like the chain to be frozen either. Says many people don't get to this point if we didn't push the issue. The Terra blockchain may still be in halted mode, or worse, with super minting. So if Binance didn't get involved, which they're legally not obliged to get involved at all with whatever a coin is doing, but for them to get involved is just crazy. So well done, CZ at Binance, for doing that. You didn't have to do that, and you did today, and by the looks of it, you've at least saved it a little bit. So that's a good thing. You did a good thing today. It looks like we are still following on my line here along the bottom. I'm keeping a close eye on this, and I so hope we make that recovery back up. It looks like what I've drawn here on the TA it's working. I mean, if I'm looking at the buy and sell orders on Binance, and we're actually, for the first time in 3 days, we have positive buys versus sell orders. So there's more buying pressure than selling pressure. So I've looked at all the depth of it, and it's looking really, really good. So really, really stable. There was a lot of other people that are around Lunar as well, that like old developers as well, getting a bit pissed off with what's going on. Duquan has not said a single word either. He's also had threats about people, like some people have come to his doorstep apparently. He's been getting the police involved. He's been getting a lot of hate for this. So I'm sort of watching out on his Twitter to see if he puts anything else out on there. There was another guy that I wanted to talk about, an old developer. This guy here, Will, is a freaking legend. All day he's been like relaying information on that he no longer works for Terra, or from what I understand he doesn't work for Terra anymore. He's like an old developer, but he still has like talks with people that are like currently still developing on the Terra network, and all day he's been like updating everybody and keeping everybody sort of in the loop as to what's going on, when it goes down, when it comes back up. Like he's like, the community is deciding on a new Terra money between restoring a snapshot prior to attack, removing TFL, fully centralizing UST, and drafting and deliberating new mechanisms for Lunar. We must salvage the remaining value in the ecosystem and community and rebuild the right way. Like all day he's just had positive vibes on it. Community war room of composed of validators in session with a mission to do the impossible, revive Terra money with a plan. I've never seen a more vivid display of compassion, focus, and mixed into one discussion, a new path forward for the blockchain future. So all day he's literally been tweeting with other big like creators and stuff, other big people in like this space, and trying to like, you know, help everyone out and work out what's going on by talking to the people that are on the inside. So that's pretty cool that he's done that. No more tweets right now from actual Lunar themselves. The last one was that the blockchain is back and it's working, and I think they've stopped. It says validators have decided to disable on-chain swaps and IBC channels are now closed. I don't know what that means. If anybody can let me know in the comment section, that would be awesome. It says users are encouraged to bridge off-chain assets such as BEF to their native chains. Note, wormhole bridge is currently unavailable, but then the wormhole did open back up. It says, and this was literally like when I was watching the tweet, it was 2 minutes later. It said wormhole bridge is now available. So what I could say as one bit of advice from this video is now treat Lunar at this value and treat it like Shiba Inu or something like that. No longer try and go long on it. I don't think you can go long on this. If you want to trade it for what it is right now, like a meme coin, like Dogecoin. Don't go putting money in and hodling. Like, you can hold it until it gets to a cent or two, but if you're in it to make like money here and there, you're not in it for the long term, then obviously you're gonna have to trade these like small swings, put lots of money in and trade the swings. But you're gonna have to still bear in mind that risk that this all of a sudden could turn south and dump really hard for no apparent reason, because it can be swung at any moment, and we've learned the lesson with this coin. I don't think it's ever going to regain its full trust from the community. If it did ever move all the way back up to like $10 a coin, I expect more than likely what's going to happen is everyone's just going to dump out. People will get in and then they'll get back out, and like that would literally be the end of it. So I do not expect it to go very high just based off of trust, unless the devs do something absolutely crazy and change the algorithm of how it works with UST, which I don't think they will do. If you did enjoy today's video, got a little bit of insight as to what's happened, what's going on, let me know if you've got any questions in the comment section. I'll be sure to answer them. I'm going to keep doing these TA videos, maybe one a day, maybe one every 2 or 3 days, once we have some more data built up. It ain't looking great, and we are heading towards my line that I accidentally moved, but I'm hoping, even if we do move towards this line now, this blue line that I've drawn, that we start heading up a little bit, at least. We get a bounce. We seem to be in consolidation here, but like I said, we are looking at minutes. Literally minutes. And normally you'd be doing this with like hour candles, not minute candles. But that's how touchy it is right now. I'm not even going to bother doing it with like UST. I'm not even gonna. I'm done with looking at like UST right now. I keep looking between like Terra and UST to see if this is going up, to see if it's correlating to this. I don't think you can even look for a correlation between the two anymore, because they're not even working together, because there's just too much Terra in the total supply now that it's just like this can't even burn itself off, let alone Terra doesn't do any burning anyway. So what can you do? It's going to try and shimmy it over to here for it to be burnt or whatever, or to be brought up in UST. It can't do it. It cannot do it. The algorithm cannot do it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well, because I am putting up my TAs all on Twitter as well. So make sure you go and follow my Twitter at DJ Sensation. Go across there, and I'll be keeping you guys updated and in the loop as this carries on in the uptrend, because I take it we're in an uptrend. I can't see it doing this and then back down right now, especially when minting has stopped. And that's the key. Minting has stopped. Catch you in my next video. Peace out.